Well, on this beautiful morning, I am here with Gordon at 3D Ranch. And Gordon, you guys raise garlic, several different types of garlics. But before we talk about that more, I want to know what you do to plant. Your soil looks lovely, so let's start with that. What do you do to prepare?
Well, following the garlic harvest, we plant a buckwheat cover crop.
Sure.
We let that grow for 8 to 10 weeks, and then we put non-composted horse manure on top of the buckwheat.
Wow, okay.
Work that buckwheat and the manure into the soil, pretty much staying 6 to 8 inches at depth, so we don't do too much disturbance. And then we do a finish till with a walk-behind tiller to do our leveling and bed preparation, and then we're ready to plant.
And then I see you are planting in a straight line, and you've done like rows of this. So you're going to start showing us how to do it. But before you do that, there's specific ways you think about planting garlic, isn't there? Tell me what you've done to them.
So once we're ready to plant, just shortly before planting time, we separate the cloves from the bulb. We inspect the cloves. We're looking for defects. Obviously, we're looking to plant the largest cloves.
Wait, now I would want to eat those.
Yeah, you would, but you would want to do the opposite.
Okay.
So you eat the small ones and you plant the largest ones.
Okay.
That way your average head size will be a little bit larger, so you'll get more garlic.
Which makes perfect sense. Now, are you just cramming them in the ground then?
So I've prepared the soil so that the top 4 inches is nice and loose.
Oh, that is.
And
wow.
I just push it in, and when I'm holding the garlic clove, I'm not damaging the tip. I'm holding it on what I call the shoulder of the clove, and I just press them in. About 4 inches apart for this one. This is a larger sized garlic. Some of them you can go 3 inches. Some of them, like elephant, go 6 inches.
And then I'm assuming you just cover them back up.
And then after the row is covered in, filled with cloves, then I mound a couple inches of loose soil on top of the row of cloves. And then following that, I rake leaves and I cover it with maple leaves and oak leaves for mulch. That gives me good water retention in the spring. It also gives a little bit of insulation for hard freezes. And then it serves as a mulch, so I incorporate all of that back in the soil when I prepare the beds for the cover crop.
Perfect. Well, now here's what we're going to do. Let's take a walk over here and go look at some of the other stuff you have displayed for us. All right, Gordon, so now we are here with this great display, and really there's so many different varieties, which this is just a small portion, but why? Why do we have different varieties of garlic? Because, you know, to me it tastes like garlic.
Well, I'm sorry, but garlic's not just garlic.
Okay.
What we've done is we've tried to cover the whole spectrum of garlic flavors and characteristics. So we go from a very mild, like French red shallot, which is not a garlic, and then actually we get into milder garlics. We go into medium, and then we progress up to a very strong garlics to try and cover our customers' tastes.
Because they really do, kind of like wines. There are flavors that if you pay attention to, you can really taste the differences. And is that good for cooking then, I'm assuming? So what you're cooking makes a difference with what garlic you use?
So we do have varieties that are more prominent than others. So if someone's cooking a dish where they really want a bold garlic presence, then we can address that with one of these stronger varieties.
Sure.
Or if they want a more subtle presence, like in a salsa or a pesto, then we can go to a milder variety. Sometimes folks want to deal with just very large cloves. Sometimes they want to deal with just a few smaller cloves. So we can cover all the bulb characteristics as well as the flavor characteristics.
Because each one does have characteristics, do they not? So that really does make a difference too in what you grow and what you eat and how you use it.
Correct.
So now we are planting in the fall. When does one think about harvest?
Generally harvest is late June, early July.
Okay.
So usually by the middle of July, we're past the point where it should come out of the ground.
And then you really like this book for people to get a lot more information as well.
Correct. This is a complete book of garlic by Ted Jordan Meredith. It's an excellent reference document to learn anything you might want to know about garlic.
Perfect. And then where do people where can they go and find this wonderful selection you have?
So the best best locations for this type of garlic are local farmers markets. The North Plains Garlic Festival is an excellent location as well. Sometimes small-scale specialty stores will have garlic like this as well.
And you're a big fan of the Beaverton market, that's where you go, right?
The Beaverton market is our main market, and then we're also at the Hillsboro Farmers Market.
Wonderful. Well, you know, this is fascinating to me. I find the whole concept unique and wonderful. And if you want to get more information, we invite you to go to gardentime.tv. We'll click you over to their website. You can also find a listing of where they are at so you can purchase them directly from him and get a lot more information from this very intelligent man on garlic. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it, Gordon.
Thank you.